Hey guys, Hez here, bringing you another video. Now, welcome back to Unranked to Diamond, the series that would take a Smurf account, fresh account, never played ranked before, and show you the adventure to Diamond. So we return, Platinum 1 in Promotion Series to Diamond, and things are going pretty well. So obviously, a few episodes ago, we did some off-meta stuff. Last episode, we did Renekton, who is like one of my better champions. And yeah, we're just going to kind of have some fun, you know, playing champs that now I know I'm good at to kind of end the series. But that's kind of where I want to begin talking about, is ending this series. So people have been asking me, what am I going to be doing for the rest of this month? Because everybody knows, or if you don't by now, is that I am going to be doing kind of an update to my channel probably in June. As long as I get all the artwork that I've got from artists that are doing for me, there will be an update coming that will be a role, you know, around my main account mainly is going to be that content. Climbing back, you know, the Climb to Master series, that's what's coming back, but done differently. So in the meantime, what am I doing? So I was thinking about jumping on my main account for the rest of the month, but then I was thinking that doesn't make sense. Why would I jump on that account when I'm looking to change that series? It would be kind of confusing. So what I've decided I'm probably going to do, and again, I want you guys to give feedback, is I'm just going to continue on this account for the remaining half a month. By the time this series is over, hell, we might not even get Diamond right now. This series could go to the end of the month. But if we do get Diamond in this promotion series, that will mean that we have a week or two left of May. And in that time, what I've decided to do is just continue on this account and maybe do a bit of A to Z on this account, because obviously I did a series called A to Z. Maybe do some off-meta stuff, because people enjoyed when I did Yasuo and Teemo. Maybe I'll do a Riven episode. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, is that I'm going to do more content, and it will still be called Unranked to Diamond. And that will be just uploaded for the remaining of this month. And then when the new content comes out, then there's the new thumbnails, there's the new titles, and all that stuff. And that will be on my main account. So there you go. So what am I going to play today? So again, we are in Promo to Diamond. So I am playing champions that I know I'm good at. You know, I'm not playing necessarily my main champions. I'm just playing champions that I'm like, I know how to play that. Let's go. Like Renekton, he's not actually one of my highest played champions, but I'm just confident at playing him. That's kind of the idea. So we are top playing, so I know everybody wants to see a Gangplank episode. We're against a Vladimir. Ugh. Vladimir's kind of annoying, and, well, if Gangplank can kind of work versus him because you just free farm. But I was thinking of another champion that people kind of like, and that's Jace. And Jace does help with these two, so I think I'm just going to do that, yeah, okay. Because Jace could also, if I'm against a Jarvan randomly, which I don't think I am, like it could be LeBlanc, support, Vlad mid, Jarvan top, but I doubt it. I think it's just LeBlanc mid, Vladimir top, Jarvan jungle. And I think Jace can work quite nicely against Vladimir to a certain extent. You know, in a dueling term, yeah, Vladimir can do quite well against me. He has more lifesteal. He has all that stuff. So I've got to be careful there. Is that support Kayle? Ugh. So I do have to be careful of that. And obviously, they do have great dive potential if Jarvan were to come top lane at 6. They've got Vladimir that can reset tower aggro. He can start tanking it, then use W to reset the aggro. Jarvan can jump on me. So I've got to be careful of tower dives. But I don't know. I think I'll be okay. Build-wise on Jace, I want obviously that Black Cleaver early. Yumu's and stuff like that's great. But I probably will get like an early Hex Drinker as well, just to kind of have. Because a LeBlanc and a Jarvan in the team, I think it's kind of reasonable and smart to have an anti-burst item. So yeah, things should be good. As for the actual team comp, I like the team comp as a whole. I'm just not a fan of the Kayle support. If I was the Caitlyn or the AD carry or whatever, I would not be happy with that. The reason for it is you're not going to have any pressure until level 6 as a Kayle support, most likely. She's too E-reliant, so cooldown reliant, and you're not buying probably a lot of cooldown reduction spare items in the early game. You're very squishy, and your heal practically does nothing in the early game. So Kayle to me isn't the support, so that's a little bit weird to see, but hopefully we can get to mid-late game, because if we do get to mid-late game, we have an incredibly strong team comp. Kha'Zix, Kassadin, Jace, Caitlyn, Kayle, these 5 champions are good in late. So without much further ado, let's go to the loading screen where we break down today's game. Okay, welcome to the loading screen. This is where I use the website lolskill.net. And as you can see, the enemy team have a 52.7% chance to win, but let's break it down. They have a Diamond 4 Misfortune, has played a decent amount with a pretty good win rate, 57% there. They've got a Diamond 4 Vladimir, looks to be like a Vladimir main, who is also running an Ignite, so that's kind of annoying. A Diamond 4 Jarvan, a Diamond 5 LeBlanc, and a Diamond 4 Sona has yet to play the champion. On my team, a Diamond 4 Kha'Zix, a Diamond 5 Kassadin with a negative win rate, a Diamond 5 Caitlyn, Platinum 1 Jace. With my 1 Jace game this season on this account has been pretty bad, so hopefully we can remedy that today. And a Diamond 5 Kayle support. So looking at like the experiences of these teams, obviously the enemy team has 2 people that are very experienced, or a Misfortune and a Vladimir, but other than that, it's kind of even. So without much further ado, let's get in the game. We're playing Jace top. Okay, welcome to the game. So today we are playing Jace in the top lane. Champion that, again, I like a lot. I played him a lot more, you know, a while ago than I do now. But yeah, hopefully we'll be good. You've got to be careful of the Ignite, obviously. What? Why is he pinging me? Okay, so item build-wise, like, I did say I might go Hexdrinker, but I've actually changed my mind, I think. Looking at their team comp, Sona healing, Vladimir, I think I might actually just buy an Executioner's early instead of the Hexdrinker. So I said I was going to buy one of these. I think I'm just going to buy one of these and then continue with my normal build, I think. Yeah, alright. I'm going to buy one of those. Let's swap these 2 around. They didn't trade at all. Okay. So what I'm trying, like, what I'm looking for really is probably Kassadin to snowball this game. Kassadin is very good versus LeBlanc because LeBlanc, you know, her whole kit is pokey, poke, 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 and then all in. Kassadin can deny a lot of that poke with his own Q because he gets a mana, AP shield. LeBlanc's early damage doesn't burst through it a lot, and then when LeBlanc does go for an all-in, what can Jace do? He can just, what can Kassadin do? Sorry, he can just ult away. He can just leave. So he's pretty good versus LeBlanc. He's probably arguably the best champion versus LeBlanc, really. The only annoying thing for him is if she goes the Hexdrinker, Gunblade build, sorry, and just auto-attacks him a lot. That's annoying. Okay, so you went Darkseal, I went Cull. I went Cull because, again, I don't think Vladimir, even though he has Ignite, I think the only time he's going to use Ignite is level 6 onwards. So I should be relatively okay to free farm unless I get camped. Which I might get camped, you know, there's obviously a possibility there. There's always a possibility of getting camped, so yeah, we'll see. Just going to try and last it as well as we can. So anyway, let's get on to the question of the day, which is this. Which is, do you think your skill at non-meta champion can basically make the champion meta type thing? So if someone's a very good Azir right now, could they play Azir no matter what? So this is where I think a lot of people don't exactly know what the meta is, because that's not the best way to define, like, can I make something meta? No, the meta is basically done by the community. There's the first blood. The community kind of shows what the meta is by what's the most popular champions, right? And that's determined. These are the current strongest champions in the game. They are the ones that you're most likely going to win games on if you play these meta champions. So that is kind of what defines the meta. That was close. So you being good at one champion doesn't change the meta. For you as an individual, yeah, sure, you can play that champion, but it doesn't change the meta whatsoever. And yeah, your skill as a champion, does it allow you to play non-meta champions? I guess, sure. If you want to give yourself, like, you know, a little bit of a harder time, then play non-meta champions. And that's where people who do play other stuff, you know, they do play other stuff like that. I'm dead, aren't I? This kind of sucks. Casting no movement. Balls. Okay, we shouldn't be doing that early gameplay. They really want to get ahead in the early, I guess. The reason why I think they want to get ahead in the early, 2 lanes with Ignite. It's like my Renekton episode yesterday. I wanted to get ahead, so I took Ignite. That sucks for me really bad. Damn it. I shouldn't have helped Kha'Zix. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, right? If I knew that was going to happen, I would not have gone over to help the Kha'Zix. But moving forward, I'm not going to help him if that happens again, because I do not want to risk my early game, because I've now already risked it once. And if a Vladimir gets ahead, like most of you have probably experienced, is very hard to make a comeback from because he just gets very tanky. Nice. Gets very tanky and does a lot of damage and has sustain in lane. So that's why you really don't want a Vladimir ahead of you as a top laner. Should actually be in melee form getting mana back. How's bot lane doing? Even farm. Okay, so if bot lane go even, I'm actually pretty happy with that. Again, I don't think Kayle is an amazing, well, support in general. But I don't think her supporting is kind of existent in the early game. Nice. Good damage return. As soon as he comes back into lane, nearly kill him. Oh, if that Q was on cooldown, man. You can see I'm trying to pressure him a lot right now. Kha'Zix is here. I think Kha'Zix is here because he's expecting Jarvan to come top lane with the amount of pressuring that I'm doing on the Vladimir. Okay, he's there. So he's not coming top lane. That's fine. If Kassadin's getting fed, I'm pretty happy about that. To be honest, he's the one that I said I wanted to get fed. More than anyone else, really. Because Kassadin will be able to one-shot Jarvan. And one-shot MF and one-shot Sona. So he's got the most one-shot potential out of all of us. Well, I guess a Kha'Zix, but... You know. No, that was bad. I'm not doing as much damage as I was expecting I'm doing. God, that damage. And that's what I mean. That's why you do not need a Vladimir to get ahead in the early. He has sustain, because that heals him. And also that does a ridiculous amount of damage. So let's go back. Build-wise, I don't think I'm going to change what I'm doing. So I'm still going to go for the Executioners, because I think it's just the most needed item right now. He's here. He was really desperate for me not to go back then. Because he's going to push it in, and that's kind of what I want. Okay, let's go. God, Kassadin is owning them. Like, he just 2v1'd and they had to back off. That's really good. And again, I do think partially is to the matchup. Kassadin is the best champion, arguably, versus LeBlanc, so that's obviously helping him. But obviously then good play as well. You know, you can't deny you have a counter, but having a counter doesn't necessarily mean you're going to beat them. You also have to play it well. You know, it's always the most stupid thing when people go, oh, you're only killing me because you're fed. It's like, yep. I had to get fed in the first place. It was like, oh, you didn't play well, you got fed. It's like, do you understand what you're saying? Has anybody else experienced this? You know, let me know if you've ever heard people say these type of things, because I find them hilarious. So I don't really... Here's the thing. I don't really need to ping missing that much in top lane this game. Like, I can ping it a bit, but not a crazy amount. Because Vladimir doesn't have TP. Like, I'm going to have the TP advantage moving on to this game. Which means, like, Vladimir as well is a team-fighting champion. He will not want to go against me in a solo in late game, because that's not maximizing a Vladimir. Maximizing Vladimir is having him in a team fight. So in the late game, if I can pull him out of team fights... and solo against him, and potentially even try to kill him in a 1v1, and then use my teleport to help my team, we're laughing. You know, we're doing a lot better. So my damage is definitely, like, there, which is good. Oh, she's bot lane. I was wondering what side she was going to. Kha'Zix's pretty low, so we can't rely on him right now, unfortunately. Would I be able to burst him without him doing anything? Probably not, which is going to be annoying. Because he almost like the ult the moment that he senses danger. Damn, that didn't hit. That would have been a lot of damage. Kassadin's got another kill, potentially. In that way. He's dead. Yeah. Good play, though. Again, getting a kill whenever you're getting ganked, and he's technically kind of getting camped. That's fine. Like, that's pretty good going. So you can definitely see the strength of Jace, right? So I do a lot of just bursty damage. The annoying thing, though, is that he has the sustain to kind of not feel the full effects of it, unfortunately. So I'm going to finish this now. And then the Executioners will help me kind of make him feel it more. Because instead of him healing, like, all the time, he won't be healing all the time. Which is kind of what I need. This Jarvan does seem a little bit lost, but also our Kha'Zix hasn't done anything this game yet. So we need our Kha'Zix to kind of show up and do something. Because even, you know, he even asked for a role swap. So if you're asking for a role swap, you must be fairly confident in what you can do comparing to the person you're asking to swap, right? And if you're not doing anything, then you're kind of just wasting that swap. Bot lane. Caitlyn died by herself. Is Kha'Zix doing something? Yeah, he did something. Woo! And he did. Ugh. Wanted that Thunderlord's proc. I'm dead. Alright, he wanted me dead, I guess. Why are you pinging question mark? Like, what the hell's wrong with this Kassadin? Like, he pings me question mark when I was here at the beginning, and then he pings me question mark when the Vladimir all-ins me. Like, where? Like, the only time, and here's the thing, some people think question mark pinging is toxic. It's not really toxic. It's, sometimes you don't want to say anything in chat. Like, I personally don't really type that much in chat. So a question mark ping sometimes is kind of simply asking, like, what was that? And people, I don't think, would determine, you know, someone asking what was that, that's not toxic, obviously. So I'm fine with question mark pings when they're kind of, you know, okay to do, but like, oh, they didn't hit one of those traps, and now they're just going into blind. Okay, they might be able to get this kill. Okay, one kill on Sona really quick for Kassadin. No. Kill the... No, Kassadin's focusing the wrong person. Just kill the danger. You should take out the danger, and then you can go for more stuff, because now Kassadin's by himself, and obviously he's question mark pinging when it's his own fault. Like, the guy is a little... Like, this is now becoming a little bit toxic from this guy, because he's now making mistakes, and question mark pinging basically is just going, what are you guys doing? And it's just like, it's your own fault, dude. You went alone when you should have just taken out the Jarvan. But yeah, whatever. Maybe he's chat restricted, I don't know. Because, you know, it is weird to see someone type nothing in chat. Oops. Okay, this guy's pretty big. Like, what an absolute moron. Like, people have asked me what do I think the worst ratings in League are. It's around this rating, low diamond, because people kind of think they're really good. And, like, arguably, rating-wise, they're good, but the attitude of a pro should not be found around here. I am looking forward, though, when Riot introduce ping mutes. Surviving that will be good. Nice. Hey, they get a kill. Kassadin did good. Like, I'm fine, by the way, like, some people as well think there's contradictions going, oh, you're saying all this stuff about Kassadin, but you say well done when he gets a kill. Obviously, I'm going to say well done when he gets a kill. I want to win the game. But it doesn't mean I need to condone everything that he does behavior-wise, because I don't. Some of it's a little bit weird. Okay, he used Hex thingy. So I'm just going to try and farm, and maybe Kha'Zix can come for a gank. If not, I'm just going to exist, I guess. And Kha'Zix is coming, though, which is good. I think he knows. No, he doesn't. Maybe he's expecting it, I don't know. I haven't really changed my behavior, so I don't know really why he would. Let's get some mana back. Okay, LeBlanc is doing that Gunblade build. Is that the best build for this game? Like, I don't even think so, because that's like a one-shot all-in build. We have a Kayle on our team. So eventually when we group to team fight, if she goes for a one-shot on somebody, Kayle can just ult that person. So I don't even know if that build's the most effective this game. Oh, that didn't do enough damage. Really? Let's go back. I think I'm going to build just a Black Cleaver first. I think just giving me, like, I can go Yumu's, but Yumu's is still going to make me pretty squishy. So if I go Black Cleaver, at least I have some health, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Also, maybe have Cull completed. God, Jarvan is just living in bot lane. Ah, he didn't need to flash that. Well, at least Sona got it, right? Better than Thingy getting it. But Jarvan basically only ganking bot lane. That's free counter ganks, I would think, for my Kha'Zix. Okay, I've got teleport too, so I can TP if I need to. Yeah, I'm looking. There's no point teleporting if there's not going to be a fight. Because I may as well try and get top tower if there's not even a fight happening. So like the Caitlyn spam pinging that's just spam pinging for the sake of being annoying. Okay, I get the top tower. That's good. Sweet. And that's first tower as well. So that's better than using the teleport because a fight didn't even happen. And I don't even know if we'd win a fight right now. So, yeah, that's a lot better use for my time. Sweet. It's a decent amount of gold for me now. And that's nice. So Jarvan is still bot lane. Are you going... Okay, he's just going tank Jarvan. 2 people top lane randomly. I'm guessing they're looking for me. And they get bot lane tower. Nothing they can do about that. Sweet. Alright, that's a nice little boost of gold for everybody. I'm going to hold on to my teleport because, again, the whole advantage that I have on this Vladimir, he is the 1v1 advantage right now. I think that will turn into my favor in late game the more items I get. But my advantage right now is this. How are you so quick? Damn. Alright. That's the advantage I have on the Vladimir, but we didn't actually get that much. Is that worth this? Probably not. Maybe if we get Tower of Dragon as well, but I don't think they're going to get it. Caitlyn might die as well if she's not careful. She's overstaying without any protection. I think this Caitlyn could be a problem. That's just a bit of stupidity there. Do they know? Yeah, they do. Smart idea, but they already knew where you were. I don't get the overstay. The overstay is really, really, really dumb. That's just 2 free kills to the enemy team. Oh well. They might be able to kill him. Let's get this pushing. So I don't want to freeze again. Like, I don't want the Vladimir to have free reign. Like, he's mid lane right now. I don't want him to be mid lane. He is strong, and his strength, I don't want his strength affecting the rest of the map. Okay. I don't know where he is now, so I'm just going to hold back until I know. Because he could go down, he could come back up. I don't know where LeBlanc is. So you may as well not really risk it that much. Okay, they get the bottom tower. You've got no vision. Phew. There's someone there. The corner of my eye. Okay, there's Vladimir. Okay, item build now. What do I want to do? You know, I'm tempted to buy a Hex Drinker now. Because I really need to beat this Vladimir in a 1v1. And I don't think I'm going to beat him without magic resist. Because he just does so much. Oh, that missed. Oh dear. That was a bad miss. That was a free hit. He was running straight into me. Okay, someone's here, Jarvan. They could come top lane. Like, again, their dive is pretty good. Yeah. Kassadin knew Jarvan was nearby. Because we had the vision thing. So Vladimir's just pushing the lane and then roaming. What can we do about it? I need to keep going. Even though I want to go back and buy 1200 gold, I need to keep pushing. Because I need Vladimir to not be mid lane. But he will for a while. They're going to get that tower. But it's not... The good thing is it's not like a crazy good Drake, right? So it's not the end of the world if we don't get it. I'm going to go back now and then run to mid lane. I'm going to buy a Hex Shrinker. This isn't, like, ideal for my build, but I think it's needed. Because if I just get exploded, I'm basically worthless. Well, I am worthless if I get exploded. Our poke's pretty good, but the annoying thing with their poke is that they have healing. Obviously, I do have an Executioner's, which will help. Kill it! That was really good. Well, you could argue two things there. That was really good by the enemy team, and really bad by my team. Damn, the damage. I thought we could explode that easily. How much damage are they doing? A lot. Damn. We lost that in a 4v3 due to their combo. So the combo, if you didn't recognize it, Jarvan got a triple knock-up. Misfortune ulted the 2 ones over here. And then from then on, the fight was over. While LeBlanc wasn't even in the fight, nor was Vladimir. So that's a really bad sign when you're losing team fights with, you know, more numbers than them. Like I said in the... I think I said it might have been because there was a dodge of champion select before this game happened. I think it was this one that I did say, though, that their comp actually has a comp and our one doesn't. We're kind of a collection of champions that don't really mesh together. They actually have a comp of like a wombo combo. These 3 champions are a wombo. And then you've got a LeBlanc, and well, then a Vladimir on top of that adds to the wombo, and then you have a LeBlanc that's looking for like picks. So like they've got a proper good team comp, but we don't have a wombo whatsoever. Like, what's our wombo? We don't have one. So it's making this game a little bit awkward. Like, does that... Am I saying you need a wombo every single game? No, I'm not saying every single game you need a wombo combo. If you don't know what that is, by the way, it's like a big, like, poof, damage. You know, that's the Jarvan knock-up into the Misfortune ult, into the Sonar ultimate, into the Vladimir ultimate. That's a lot of just damage that happens straight away, and it's very hard to deal with that. We can't match that, which is going to make this game very awkward, basically. So what could I think of could have done better this game? Obviously the river play where I died initially, that kind of sucked. So if hindsight a brilliant thing, I would never have gone to go help the Kazakhs and then I wouldn't have died. Wouldn't have given Vladimir that early kill. Secondly, like the second kill he got on me, which is the only other kill that he's got on me in a 1v1, when he flash ignited ulted, I don't think there was much I could have done about that other than not be there in the first place. And then, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Kazakhs could have come top lane for some ganks. Because I think Vladimir was like... There was a time that I was really pressurizing him. And I think in that time, if he came, I think we might have been able to get at least 1 kill. Oh, I'm still in the ult. Are you kidding me? I tried to flash this way because if I flashed that way, I was dead. And I stayed in his Jarvan ultimate. So I think this one is going to be a loss, unfortunately. And I think it's just simply, you know, simple as they have a proper team comp and we don't. They have that Jarvan ultimate. Like, you just saw another combo. Jarvan kept us in his ultimate. Who was doing the damage? Vladimir. He ulted and boom, we just stay in the ultimate. And then on top of that, a Misfortune bullet time. So they have just a wombo. They just have a combo that we can't deal with. Our only way of dealing with it would be group as 5 and poke. And poke and poke and poke. But then the counter that they have that versus that poke, they've got heals. They've got a Vladimir that can sustain. They've got a Sona that can heal people. So of all games, to kind of show you guys, this is a game of counters. They have countered our team comp. Like, I do decent damage, but I just don't think I'm going to be allowed to do the damage this game, unfortunately. I'm guessing the Kayle is talking to the Kassadin, because he has had a kind of a weird, inflated ego type deal this whole game. Like, I admit, I don't think the Kayle was a good pick at all. It's not a support. It probably made Caitlyn not be able to do anything actually in lane phase, which is a bit annoying. But I don't think it's like... not that single pick has lost us the game. You know, I think it's just the fact that we just don't really have synergy anywhere. So this is where some people say, do games exist where you lose them in champion select? Not 100%. Like, you can always win. No matter what comp you have, there is always a chance of winning in solo queue. 100%. But this is a good example where the odds are definitely favored against you. is that their comp just is really good. Speed me up? No? Okay. They might be doing Baron. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm gonna go back though and buy cooldown reduction. Okay, though they're looking for Kassadin because he's alone. He should be able to get away though, maybe. Or maybe not. Oh, yeah, he survived. Good. What are these guys doing in the meantime? Red. So I'll say the one good thing that Kel did was at least buy a Sightstone. I was half expecting her not to. Dead. Vladimir can just one-shot everything. Yeah, ulted and flashed. That's what happened to me. I played that quite well. I knocked him away from his jump, so he stayed here. Like, our individual champions are strong. This is my point, because some people go, oh, Jace is strong. Yeah, I know Jace is strong. That's not what I'm saying. But when you look at their team comp versus ours, if they catch us out and have the Jarvan ultimate, the Vladimir ultimate, we don't have anything like that in our comp. As a 5-man team, we have nothing like that. So that's kind of where I'm saying they have the massive advantage this game. I'm sure most of you would understand that, but again, sometimes I just have to make sure I clarify myself, because sometimes it slips through the cracks. The explanation. They might be doing that now, maybe? No? I don't know what happened then. That was weird. He walked into the jungle with not much health and just died. But yeah, overall not a great game. Like, top lane, clearly you can see that I've not obviously done very well at all. I'm 0-4. Kha'Zix doing, like, not terrible. I just think he could have potentially done a little bit more to top lane. Jarvan flashed. Mid lane again, he did well in the 1v1, but then I think he let his ego get a bit too far ahead of him, and now he's doing everything solo, and that's going to be it for the rest of the game. He won't probably do much grouping or anything, and it's like right now he has to, because we're out of base. So there's their comp, right, without the Wombo. So there's no Jarvan locking us down. See how it's not as effective? It's still effective because they're ahead, but it's not as effective. And that's kind of what we need to do to get back into this game, is to kind of make their comp ineffective. But it's going to be really hard to do it because they're already really far ahead. Like, having an inhibitor at 27 minutes is going to be really rough to try and make a comeback, really. I'm going to say no for now, because obviously we are in Diamond promo. Again, I'm not somebody that says don't ever not surrender. Surrendering's completely fine. I'm somebody that goes never AFK, but surrender if you think the game is like really over. You can probably always try to make a comeback if your team plays perfectly, but I completely understand why people surrender. Just don't be one of those guys that the game is kind of even. Maybe you're a little bit behind. It's like, okay, FF20. It's like, don't be that guy. But, like, right now, would I be annoyed if we surrendered? If, say, that I was the only one that said no and my forward teammate said yes, would I be annoyed? No. Because I do think we're going to lose this game. There's very little comeback that we have. We've got a Vladimir that, as I mentioned, if he gets ahead in the lane phase, he's very hard to kill. He gets tanky and he does a lot of damage. He's going to probably not die for the rest of the game. Jarvan, he's basically been the Robin to the Batman of the enemy team. Like, he's just gone pure tank and he doesn't care about his KDA. And then the LeBlanc, she's now starting to make an impact more in mid-late game with the build that she has. But yeah. And then obviously an 8-1 Misfortune, probably mainly through her combo, just getting a lot of damage and kills with the Jarvan. And obviously Jarvan did camp the bot lane in lane phase. We did mention that kind of a few times too. Damn, she did go back. Maybe a throw at Baron, but I think they could be doing it now. And we don't have any vision or anything. Oh, is he suiciding? Yeah, he's suiciding. Nice, okay, lived. Whew. I don't know why he's that far. He's dead. I don't know why he's that far into, like, the lane when we have zero pressure. Ooh. They just use Sonar Ultimate and... So LeBlanc can't split against me, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't think she can kill me. But these guys shouldn't be here, because if you guys are here, they're doing Baron. Why are you guys in bot lane? What? Like, what is going on? Like, why did you guys... whatever. I don't know why they came bot lane. Enemy team has Baron now. Well. Win some, lose some, right? Some people may also say, what do I think, like, what do you do in these situations? Sometimes, like I've said to you guys in the past, sometimes you just put it to the 40% of games that are kind of automatic losses. I would probably put this game under that category, just due to how stronger of a team comp they have compared to ours. But, like, you can win these games if you're very, very careful. Like, you've got to basically not let them get ahead in the early game if they have a better team comp than you. Because if you let them get ahead in the early game, then they're just going to use the strength as a team comp in mid-game when they all group, and boom, the game's over. So, like, yeah, Vladimir, we could have controlled him a bit more. Jarvan, he camped bot lane, so maybe Kha'Zix should have gone down there a few more times. Like, there were things that we could have done, most definitely. And I can't do anything. Hey, I got one kill. That was really good. So, like I said, I'm not doubting. I do a lot of damage in this game. Like, I'm not making that up. I do a lot of damage, but I can't use it. That's the annoying thing. Oh, come on, we can kill these. Come on. Damn, I think we could have done something there. To be honest, I'm going to say no one more time. Because that wasn't terrible. We came out even in that fight. Obviously, they got more territory than us, but in actual fight, we were even. He took ages to walk back to them. Oh, I got one shot. Come on. This is like the best time we actually could win a fight right now. Because they don't have their AD carry. But I think they're too far ahead. So like I mentioned, am I annoyed by this game? Not really. Am I annoyed if we wanted to surrender? If my team decided to surrender? No. These games happen. And if you are somebody that can't deal with these type of games, ranked, you're not ready for ranked yet, is what I'd say. Maybe you will be eventually, but you're not ready yet. Because these games happen. Kind of games that you feel like you're going uphill the whole game. And it's very hard to win. And most of the time, you're just going to lose them. These games happen all the time. Can we get one more kill? Look, they just wombo comboed the Kayle in the base. Soda ultimate into Misfortune ultimate gets a kill. Come on, someone give me a kill. Someone give me a kill. Damn. Alright, there you go. That is the second game with Diamond Promo, and unfortunately there's a loss. But again, we were not expecting to go 100% win rate. Like, again, we're a 66% win rate in this series right now. So that means a third of the games we lose. And, ta-da! This was one of them. We haven't actually lost in a while, so there was one. We were expecting one, to be honest. And that's, again, that's actually one thing that I just want to know. Is that's the second game I played Jace in this series. That's the second game, the second time this game, it's gone bad. I have not had a good Jace game this whole Unranked to Diamond. That's really weird. And Jace isn't a weak champion. Just have had bad games. So anyway, went 1-5-3, which obviously is not good. 245 farm. Got a B+, second loss in, or first loss in the Diamond Promo. So we got to, again, still win 2 out of the 3 remaining. Damage-wise, did the third most of my team. Comparing to the Vladimir, he did a little bit more than me. But you can see the damage with the Misfortune, just that wombo, like, in an AoE, just can't deal with it. Like, if you look at her build, she didn't even buy tier 2 boots. She literally bought all damage and was just standing there and just doing her ultimate. That's what this Miss Fortune did this game, and it worked perfectly because we couldn't do anything against it. Like if you try to get to that Miss Fortune, you have to deal with a Soda like ultimate and stuff like that. So it was just really rough. These games happen. Move on. So if you guys did enjoy, throw a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time.